Delhi, officially the National Capital Territory and City of Delhi, is a city and union territory of India containing New Delhi, the capital of India. अभी दिल्ली दूर है or its Persian version Hanuz Dehli Dur Ast, literally meaning Delhi is still far away, which is generically said about a task or a journey still far from the completion. Straddling the Yamuna River, primarily its western or right bank, Delhi shares borders with the state of Uttar Pradesh in the east and the west in the state of Haryana. In the remaining directions, the NCT covers an area of 1484 square kilometers. According to the 2011 census, Delhi's city proper population was over 11 million, while the NCT's population was about 16.8 million, which includes the satellite cities Ghaziabad, Faridabad, Gurgaon, and Noida, is an area known as the National Capital Region (NCR), has an estimated population of over 28 million, making it the largest metropolitan area in India and the second largest in the world after Tokyo. From the early 13th century under the mid 19th century, Delhi was the capital of two major empires, the Delhi Sultanate and the Mughal Empire, which covers large parts of South Asia. All three UNESCO World Heritage Sites in the city, the Qutub Minar, the Humayun's Tomb, and the Red Fort, belong to this period. Delhi was the early center of Sufism and Qawwali music. The Khadi Bauli dialect of Delhi was part of linguistic development that gave rise to literature of the Urdu language and then of the modern standard Hindi. Major Urdu poets from Delhi include Mir Taqi Mir and Mirza Ghalib. Delhi was a major center for Indian Rebellion of 1857. In 1911, New Delhi, a southern region within Delhi, became the capital of the British Empire. During the partition of India in 1947, Delhi was transformed from a Mughal city to a Punjabi one. After independence in 1947, a New Delhi continued as a capital of the Dominion of India and after 1950 of the Republic of India. Delhi ranks fifth among the Indian states and the Union territories in Human Development Index. Delhi has the second highest GDP per capita in India after Goa. Although a union territory, the political administration of the NCT of Delhi today more closely resembles that of a state of India. With its own legislature, high court, and an executive council of ministries headed by a chief minister, New Delhi is jointly administered by the federal government of India and the local government of Delhi, and serves as the capital of the nation as well as the NCT of Delhi. Delhi is also the center of the National Capital Region, which is an interstate regional planning area created in 1985. Delhi hosted the inaugural 1951 Asian Games, the 1982 Asian Games, the 1983 Non-Aligned Movement Summit, the 2010 Men's Hockey World Cup, 2010 Commonwealth Games, and 2012 BRICS Summit, and was one of the major host cities of 2011 Cricket World Cup. There are a number of myths and legends associated with the origin of the name Delhi. Legend holds that the name of the city is based on the Hindi Prakrit word dhili, lose, and that it was used by the Tomaras to refer to the city because the iron pillar of Delhi had a weak foundation and had to be moved. According to Punjab notes and queries, the name of the city at the time of King Prithvi Raj was Dilpat, and the Dilpat and Dilli are probably derived from the old Hindi word Dil, meaning eminence. The former director of Archaeological Survey of India, Alexander Cunningham, mentioned that Delhi later became Dilli and Delhi. Some suggest that the coins in circulation in the region under the Tomars were called Dhaliwal, According to the Bhavishya Puran, King Prithvi Raj of Indraprasth built a new fort in the modern day Purana Killa area for the convenience of all four castes in his kingdom. He ordered the construction of a gateway to the fort and later named the fort Delhi. Some historians believe that the Dilli or Dillika is the original name for the city, while others believe the name could be a corruption of the Hindustani word Dehlis or Delhi, both terms meaning threshold or gateway, and symbolic of the city as a gateway of the Gangetic plain. The form Delhi used in Latin script and strangely with a H following an L originated under colonial rule and is a corrupt spelling based on the Urdu name of the city, Delhi. History. Ancient and early medieval periods. Traditionally, seven cities have been associated with the region of Delhi. The earliest, Indraprasth, is part of a literary description in Sanskrit epic Mahabharata, which situates the city on a knoll on the banks of the river Yamuna. According to art historian Catherine B. Asher, the topographical description of Mahabharata matches the area of Purana Killa, a 14th century CE fort of the Delhi Sultanate, but the analogy does not match further. Whereas Mahabharata speaks of a beautifully decorated city with surrounding fortification, the excavation have yielded uneven findings of painted grey pottery characteristics of the 11th century BCE. No signs of a built environment, much fewer fortification have been revealed. The earliest architectural relics date back to Maurya period. In 1966, an inscription of the Mauryan Emperor Ashoka was discovered near Srinivaspuri. Remains of several major cities can be found in Delhi. The first of these was in the southern part of present-day Delhi. King Anang Pal of the Tomar dynasty built Lal Kot and several temples in 1052 CE. Vigrahara Chauhan conquered Lal Kot in mid 12th century and renamed it Kila Rai Pithora. Late medieval period. Prithvi Raj Chauhan was defeated in 1192 by Muhammad Ghori. In the Second Battle of the Rhine, Qutb-ud-Din Aibak was given the responsibility of governing the conquered territories of India until Ghori returned to his capital, Gohar. When Ghori died without an heir in 1206 CE, Qutb-ud-Din assumed control of Ghori's Indian possessions and laid the foundation of the Delhi Sultanate. And the Mamluk dynasty, he began construction of the Qutub Minar. It was his successor, Iltutmish, who consolidated the Turkic conquest of northern India. At 72.5 meters, the Qutub Minar, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Delhi, was completed during the reign of Sultan Iltutmish. Razia, daughter of Iltutmish, became the Sultana of Delhi upon the former's death. From the next 300 years, Delhi was ruled by a succession of Turkic and Afghan Lodi dynasty. They built several forts and townships that are part of the seven cities of Delhi. Delhi was a major center of Sufism during this period. The Mamluk Sultanate was overthrown in 2019 by Jalaluddin Firoz Khilji. The Delhi Sultanate extended its control south of the Narmada River in the Deccan. The Delhi Sultanate reached its greatest extent during the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, which was between 1325 to 1351. In an attempt to bring the whole of the Deccan under control, he moved his capital to Daulatabad, Maharashtra, in central India. However, by moving away from Delhi, he lost control of the north and was forced to return to Delhi to restore order. The southern provinces then broke away in the years following the reign of Firoz Shah Tughlaq. The Delhi Sultanate rapidly began to lose its hold over its northern provinces. Delhi was captured and sacked by Timur in 1398, who massacred 1 lakh captive civilians. Delhi decline continued under the Sayyid dynasty. until the Sultanate was reduced to Delhi and its hinterland. Under the Afghan Lodi dynasty, the Delhi Sultanate recovered control of Punjab and Gangetic Plain to once again achieve domination over northern India. However, the recovery was short-lived and Sultanate was destroyed in 1526 by Babur, founder of the Mughal dynasty. Early modern period. In 1526, invaded India, defeated the last Lodi Sultan in the First Battle of Panipat, and founded the Mughal Empire that ruled from Delhi and Agra. The Mughal dynasty ruled Delhi for more than 3 centuries, with a 16-year hiatus during reigns of Sher Shah Suri and Hemu from 1540 and 1556. Shah Jahan built the seventh city of Delhi that bears his name, Shahjahanabad, which served as the capital of the Mughal Empire from 1638 and it's today known as the Old City or Old Delhi. After the death of Aurangzeb in 1707, the Mughal Empire's influence declined rapidly as the Hindu Maratha Empire in Deccan Plateau rose to prominence. In 1737, Maratha forces led by Bajirao first sacked Delhi following their victory against the Mughals in the First Battle of Delhi. In 1739, the Mughal Empire lost the huge Battle of Karnal in less than 3 hours against a numerically outnumbered, militarily superior Persian army led by Nader Shah of Persia. After his invasion, he completely sacked and looted Delhi, carrying away immense wealth, including the Peacock Throne, the Daryai Noor, and the Kohinoor. The Mughals, severely further weakened, could never overcome this crushing defeat and humiliation, which also left the way open for more invaders to come, including eventually the British. Nader eventually agreed to leave the city and India after forcing the Mughal Emperor Muhammad Shah first to beg him for mercy and granting him the keys of the city and the royal treasury. A treaty signed in 1752 made Marathas the protectors of the Mughal throne in Delhi. The city was sacked again in 1757 by the forces of Ahmad Shah Durrani, although it was not annexed by the Afghan Empire and being its vassal state under the Mughal emperor. Then the Marathas battled and won control of Delhi from the Mughals. By the end of the century, Delhi had also come under control of Bharatpur state and Sikh Empire. Colonial period. In 1803, during the Second Anglo-Maratha War, the forces of British East India Company defeated Maratha forces in the Battle of Delhi. During the Indian Rebellion of 1857, Delhi fell to the forces of East India Company, and after a bloody fight known as the Siege of Delhi, the city came under the direct control of the British government in 1858. It was made a district province of Punjab. In 1911, it was announced that the capital of British held territories in India was to be transferred from Calcutta to Delhi. This formally transferred on 12 December 1911. The name New Delhi was given in 1927, and the new capital was inaugurated on 13 February 1931. New Delhi was officially declared as a capital of Union of India after the country gained independence on 15th August 1947. It has expanded since. The small part of it that was constructed during British period has come to be informally known as Lutyens Delhi. Delhi is the capital of India and has many places for the tourists to visit and see the old tradition and the modern city of India. आस पास बरसे दिल्ली पानी तरसे, literally meaning it pours all around while Delhi lies parched. It idiomatically refers to situation of deprivation when one is surrounded by plenty.